So guys, happy Thursday. Now our Thursday and our Sundays, again, is the kitchen sink workout. You guys know kitchen sinks, you throw like spoons, plates, sauces, cups, glasses, coffee mugs, everything into the thing. Wait to run the dishwater, wash them, right? Just everything that you have in your kitchen cabinet or your cupboard. And then that's kind of the analogy of the kitchen sink. So it's a lot of things that happen here, but it's pretty accessible, all the movements for all the people, right? And so that's the beauty about our Thursday workouts, all right? First, we'll get started off with some mountain climbers. These mountain climbers, we do these in the warm-ups all the time. You can do these one of two ways, right? You can come down and you can just go knee in. Super chill, and maybe I do that profile. Super chill, or you can just go foot outside the hand. All right, super chill. Some people are crossover, but the crossover is called a grasshopper, so it's technically not a mountain climber, so I'm not gonna show you that, all right? Once you guys get done with that, you'll do a renegade row. You guys will take some dumbbells. You guys will find yourself back in this push-up plank. And then I like to go wider because it's a little bit easier to stay more control and balance. And you row left, row right, row left, row right. So those would be your renegade rows. After that, you have to do push-ups on the dumbbell. So treat these like the parallel. It creates a mini deficit, right? So your goal should be getting your chest in between set dumbbells. So I'll do it kind of this way so the camera can kind of see my chest. So my hips and my shoulders move in one line, my elbows draw straight back, my chest kind of comes to the ground in between the dumbbells, then I push away. Chest to the ground in between the dumbbells and push away. And so it might feel a little bit easier grip-wise, but the range of motion should be challenged a little bit more with the push-ups on the dumbbell. You have to do shuttle runs after that. The shuttle runs in our gym goes from the wall to the plates or in front of the rig to the other side in front of the rig. Back and forth. It's 25 feet each way, right? And so Culver, I know you guys got actually taped out lines, and so just adhere to those and just kind of do your shuttle runs there. And then we'll have wall walks next. Now, wall walks is available and accessible in some capacity to most athletes. So if you have any sort of like hesitation going upside down, right? Any sort at all, it's just you don't want to do it. It's not for you, cool. This is where you live. You live with the inchworm. So you just walk out, try to keep your legs straight as you can. Come over, hands to the ground. You walk them out. You push up, you walk them in, keeping the legs straight. And so if you guys have trouble going upside down, it's just not for you, that move's not for you, do the inchworms, all right? Now, the wall walk is that your feet are start against the wall, chest and thighs are start on the floor, and then we'll get our feet on the wall first, then we'll go up. And then come down and return everything to the ground. All right, so that'll be your wall walk. The next thing you guys have in this Thursday exposure is the Dball carry, okay? And so a Dball, I like to simply think I wanna wrap my wrist around the ball, and I wanna have the ball above my belly button, all right? And so if you guys can achieve those two things, most likely you'll be in this upright position, and then it'll be the most effective. How you get something up that's super heavy, I like to roll it underneath my hands. With this one, I can just kind of pop it up to the position, but I'm gonna act as if this is the heaviest thing that I ever lifted. So I'm here, and then I'll find myself at the bottom of a deep squat, pop it to my knees, get my hands right where it needs to be, lock it in, and then I'm gonna squeeze it against my chest, stand up, and then I'm gonna carry it. All right, so that'll be your Dball carry. Once we get done with those guys, and I'm sure it'll be some sort of rest in between a lot of these movements coupled together, but we have our hamstring curls. So we want to do these on the ring. And a way we can do that, and I guess I can move this bench so we can have a clear line of sight. But the way we do that is that we get the ring set up low, all right? And then almost glute bridge-ish, I put my feet inside the rings. I know it's getting super scary, super sketch. So I like to start here, all right? Then from here, I take my hips into the air, take my feet out, bring my heels in, take my feet out, bring my heels in, all right? So those would be your ring, glute, hamstrings. And then next, you guys have a handstand hold, right? Back to the wall is probably the variation you guys are gonna do. If you wanna make it to the top of your wall walk and just hold it belly to wall, that's completely fine. If you wanna cartwheel into the belly to wall handstand hold, that's completely fine too, all right? But I'm just gonna go back in, just step through, keep the arms nice and straight. It's super important that you think about these as like stilts or sticks, something that do not move, do not bend, do not waver. The moment you take this out of your skeletal structure and put it in your muscular structure, that's the moment you are gonna feel how heavy you really are, all right? So keep stacked arms, you will feel the lightest, I promise. So keep the arms nice and stacked. I like to reach for the ceiling. As I reach for the floor, now come down. And then we're here just holding, all right? So the handstand hold is what you guys got. After we get done with that, we'll do a Bulgarian split squat. So what happens with this split squat, you guys can go weighted, unweighted is completely fine. Just show you the setup. The setup, 1 foot will go on the bench, 1 foot will go out in front. You guys look forward. You wanna load the foot that's on the ground or the leg that's correlated to the foot on the ground. You wanna drop down, you wanna press out the front leg. Boom, the back legs for balance and stability. Very, very little work is happening on the back leg, even though it's getting a lot of benefit from the hip flexor. But the front leg is getting a lot of work. A lot of the contraction here via the quad. Keep the knee outside the toe. Don't let that happen. Keep this and press against that. And then once you guys get done with that, and I'm sure it's a number of reps one side, the same number of reps the other side. And once you guys get done with that, then you would just go into this dumbbell floor press. So with these dumbbells, you would just simply get them into a press position. Keep the elbows below the shoulders. Press up. Elbows below the shoulder. Press up. Feet could be on the ground. Doesn't really matter. And I'm turning to the side, because when I say elbows below the shoulder, you guys see how it's like in line with my rib cage? That's kind of what I mean by below the shoulders. So avoid elbows coming out in line with the shoulder. That's kind of weird. And it puts undue stress on particular muscle groups that don't need elbows below the shoulder. Just press up. If you guys ever have any sort of element in front of the shoulder, any good practitioner will tell you guys that this is a good way to kind of load, right, and protect the shoulder from this crazy extension that you guys will find like on a parallel push-up, on a ring dip, on a bench press, right? Shoulders go through these extreme levels of extension, right? So this floor press is a great tool to just kind of recruit the muscles needed, but then not put a chronically painful shoulder under any undue stress. Guys, this is Thursday. This is the kitchen sink. You guys have fun. You guys go get it.